Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and we're back for another turn of Strategic Command American Civil War. We're going into the 20th turn against Luzi, and yeah, as you remember, we had heavy battles at the Potomac where we could crush some of their divisions at the landing site, as well as some diplomatic success with the French, and also counteroffensives in Kentucky from the other side. So it has been very intense and interesting at the moment, so I'm really looking forward to this one. So let's see what the enemy did in her turn. Oh, there's one more cavalry brigade I didn't expect. She wanted to transport out the cavalry. I hope I can stop it. Oh, Columbia, this division has to take a lot of hits. Fort Pulaski again, yeah. We know this one already. Counter-attack by river timber clefts from the other side. They're attacking the engineers in construction. The enemy keeps on pushing or not? That's really surprising. And what? The enemy pushes in really a marine division here. Okay, wow. But impressive how badly they hurt our division. But yeah. I'm very surprised how the enemy keeps on investing in this front. I feel like, yeah, this was costly for us for sure too as well, but wow. Okay, and we gotta be careful here. There seems to be suddenly a lot of troops in Western Virginia as well. Okay. Waynesville here in Missouri still defending nicely. This division we gotta retreat a bit. Okay, Timbercliff takes damage. I wonder really what these massive navy attacks on the forts and our troops really she wants to achieve with that. I feel like if those naval units would be used for proper blockades, probably more useful or more effective, but I'm not sure. So what happened? Fort Pulaski being damaged and one brigade being destroyed, which was south of Alexandria. Oh, and the French reach actually 40% already, very nice. Yeah, some towns change control, which is okay. And one brigade suffers attrition again for the enemy. Okay, we have an ironclad down here, a riverbond, and Mr. Lee is coming. Oh, actually, we're already in June. So yeah, the spring was pretty fast. It was just a couple of turns. So now we have the most famous General Lee incoming, and yeah, let's see how he can affect the war so far. Yep. Okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, I'm really surprised that this Marines coming in were able to damage this division so badly in combination with the other ones. But yeah, I mean, why is the enemy really going for the slaughter here? I'm not really maybe diverting us from. This is also quite a strong push, I think, from this side. Sure. But they're lacking they also have big supply issues here. And thank God, it's really helpful that last turn, as you remember, we had these brigades spawning around here. That, yeah, will help us significantly to defend here the approaches to the Shenandoah Valley. Okay, yeah, I'll have more of my thoughts, as you know already, and I'll be right back with the results of that, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, everybody, we are back, and not as usual, we're gonna not start in Arizona this time, but we're starting in the very east actually, because yeah, we had a breakthrough, if you remember, in infantry equipment, so we have a lot of MPPs to spend on upgrading our units. Also, we have a lot of losses all over the map, so we have to reinforce also, which means we have a lot of expenditure on these things. And since this is the most important theater, I wanted to start off, not that we end up reinforcing and spending MPPs at other points and then we'll not have any left over here. So this time we start off in Virginia, and you know, they kicked out or they destroyed this one brigade over here. And yeah, with this extra landings or extra Marines coming in, I feel like this is a very poor position for them, but yeah, we're going to see how this is going to be dealt with. First of all, these dudes I don't want to use this turn, so rather get these fighting units attached. Okay, this one I'm gonna get out too. So this is basically, we definitely want to destroy these marines again if they're really here and being presented to us. The question is how we're gonna do this. So I brought this railroad artillery here to threaten these ships, but however it doesn't seem like a lot of effect on them, so maybe we rather pound these marines that, yeah, decrease their entrenchment. As you saw, went to 0. And yeah, let's see, now even this very hard hit division can deal some damage. Nice. Which is gonna retreat after that one. Let's actually take it out of range for the moment. Then we're gonna see, yeah, these effects are massive. Just the effects of the mere effect of having Jackson with the 8 and the preparation bonus is so intense. We can almost destroy this just with one division, which is fine. There we go. Marines are down. And let's just move those guys up, because actually then we have time to take care of the other troops everywhere else. So, shall we show the railroad artillery here? Actually, why not, if they want to deal with them? I don't know if there's more landings incoming, so maybe actually not. Maybe you can move them now. Sometimes you gotta take risks too. So, actually, so this means we have some time here to reinforce other units that were not in action this turn, like, yeah, our herd artillery, this division, and then a couple of brigades here in the front line that need to be brought back to 10. Sweet. Okay, we can go to the west also. I want to reinforce this one too. And you saw we just spent, quickly we already spent like 400, 500 MPPs in no time. So this is rough, but okay. And yeah, since we're in this position now, can we somehow hurt them anywhere? Oh, 1, 2. Always welcome opportunity. Nice. Another one. Oh. 1, 3 actually. Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna check if there's like some herd brigades over here or not in this best shape, so we can do this. Now we come to our new technology basically, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely upgrade those guys. So next turn we have a Tech 1 here. Those guys are gonna be upgraded as well. More is not possible actually here. Was quite okay. Fort Monroe, yeah, it should be upgraded as well, as long as there's no enemy. Because, you know, for those who don't know the game, in the front line I can't upgrade, since only I can upgrade troops when they're in no enemy contact. Apparently this doesn't count for the ships, because it works here. Okay, let's continue here at the Virginia Wall actually, since we're already here. And where do we need the fortification here? Basically just from the seaside actually, since here's the harbor that we control as long as we have Elizabeth City. And from here, I mean, yeah, okay, from this side maybe as well. Let's just quickly do this. Which side was this? This and this. This is basically right. Okay, 90 days. So we're also kind of quick. This is good. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, exactly. I can't reinforce. I can only reinforce in the second row. So that is why I'm... best case I have some time to let them rest and reinforce over the next turn. So we'll see what happens about this. Yeah, let's go to Western Virginia, where we kind of saw that the enemy, with the bad supply, this cavalry division retreated a bit, which gives us some space here. And these rangers keep their position. Let's attack them again. Nice, at least one hit. They are really suffering from bad supply over here, so this position is halfway okay for the moment. Yeah, here I'm a little bit endangered of being, overrun is a strong word, but those guys, even with 2 and 1 supply, I keep on pushing. So, and I said I want to defend this bridge, so we're gonna do an exchange, bring this division up here. This herd division, it's gonna do his job nicely here, and we can refresh it here or exchange it with this one. Then they move up here. And yeah, this one is taking control of this bridge. I wonder if I should defend Louisburg directly. They seem to have infantry tech 1 as well, actually, but only here these brigades in West Virginia, not the attacking divisions, which makes life a little bit easier for the moment. I wonder... I think these dudes here I keep just in Winesville, actually, since... Yeah, we also don't know, it's here at the border to Kentucky almost. We don't know if the enemy is pushing over here, so like just in case, have a reserve here on this area. And with these guys, the question is if I have to go to, yeah, Louisburg provides supply, and if they take it, I will have only 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 basically here, so it's really bad. So I really hope I rather march in with a forced march, protect Louisburg, maybe the retreat, and then we can take this position. These guys, yeah. Let's take back the regiment. So yeah, actually I was like a little bit feeling bad about this front, but with this setup, they won't break through so easily very quickly, and we can still react. So I think we got it under control, which is nice. Okay, let's bring them up here. Then we got also these 2 cavalry divisions that I wanted to have in the area. So maybe let's have one here directly to support any further new attacks in the zone. Yeah, let's take these guys, and those guys we force march in this area because they were supposed to be in the west. Then we got this division, even though I want to upgrade it actually, but let's move them up slowly. So even... Yeah, we can't upgrade him this turn, but they can take action in a future fight. Also, we can postpone the MPP spend to the next turn, so this is okay. Yeah, this looks pretty good here now. I think, yeah, the enemy's offensive has been definitely stalled or at least countered. The question, they just took basically these 3 hexes, which I'm kind of willing to retake. Since we need to keep close to Washington, but this was for sure not the relief that the enemy expected to have, and it's like kind of a bloodshed, even though I had to pay also a high toll. But yeah, I mean, like I destroyed already 4, 5 divisions of the enemy in this this area here, but yeah, in the entire first half of 1862, so bloody stuff. Yeah, and actually once we have them here, let's just in case upgrade them already. You never know if you have time left the next time. This has priority this turn, like to keep our dudes in shape. And yeah, then we go west. Actually, this was so much about the front here. We wanted to try... Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Let's do something here. Our subs are getting kind of better. Maybe we can lie a trap out here actually, so when they drive by they could be hurt. I'm not sure. Oh, no, I'm getting hurt. Oh, I hope they won't sink the submarine quickly. Now I was going to the trap. Let's try to attack this frigate here and see how what... Oh, 2 for 2-2, that's okay. Back to the harbor. At least we're hurting them, so they have to go repair. Maybe then Fort Pulaski has the time to upgrade at some point, and yeah. It's just about showing somehow force here and there to annoy the enemy, to let them know we are still around, also by in the sea. I mean, this gunboat would be nice over here as well. Well, there's ships we really don't have. Let's go to... Okay, actually, when talking about ships, I wanted to also try something... no, I didn't want to try, it's just forgot. This is in the harbor. I was thinking about attacking here and checking out if we can destroy this, but it's in the harbor, so no problem. All right, let's go to the... let's go east to west this turn then. And we are coming to Kentucky and Tennessee. So what's important, we want to definitely protect our timberclad. That's pretty hurt, so bring it to Nashville port. We saw the enemy try to ship out. I actually don't know where she wanted to ship out because there's no harbor she possesses, but I think there's a cavalry division here on ships, so let's take Carthage. Now we should be able to... Oh, we can't drive through yet, but I think it's somewhere, it must be here, so yeah. Let's just keep the gunboat for the moment. It's fine over here. So what do we have here? We have the enemy attacking this division in Colombia pretty hard. And I don't want to refresh it here because these 3 divisions are going to destroy it immediately next turn. What I am going to do is retreat them to Albany. And maybe have like a little bit of a surprise in terms of these upgraded rangers here next to it. And I hope I can reinforce them next turn. So which position are we going to take then? And here we got this division here. I think I'm just gonna leave them this area, which is fine. I'm gonna use this upgrade division to reinforce here Glasgow, this river crossing. And a force march, unfortunately. And these 2 I'm gonna get tech 1. So they are like have a little bit more punch in the area next time. Same happens to these divisions up here that are not in the front line. They all need tech 1. Very nice. This ones are bad. This cavalry is a little bit hampering the supply for this brigade here. So but I still want to have them in this position. Maybe let's bother the division a bit as well. Oh, and have some reconnaissance. I was just wanted to cross here, but now we see a couple of more divisions in this area. So the enemy is being serious here. And it's just protect Princeton. But I think we have a strong position here, and yeah. But it looks like the enemy has invested also quite a lot here, and I wonder if there's actually a chance for us to keep on pushing in the future. Maybe with Longstreet, with the good general, we can have a lucky, or if the enemy goes to attack, we can push them up here. That might be feasible. Here I feel like maybe this is a good defensive position for the long term. Let's see how this develops here. Here I kind of want to push the enemy out here, just to secure Paducah position. And yeah, we have the HQ here. We could wait another round and bring them up to Tech 1, but I want to get this done quickly. One of the ideas is also to push Johnson as an HQ over here, is because we need an extra HQ here, and maybe Van Dorn can be replaced in this area. Let's see. So yeah, time is a little bit of a factor, so we're gonna go attack. Actually, I could also use my boats here to hit the morale a bit. Or even cause some damage. Maybe we should also, since there's a lot of boats down here, just move one slowly up for the next turns. Yeah, let's go. Then use this position and attack. Ah, only 1 damage, annoying. Where do we bring them? At least 3 now, nice. 2, so it's even now, fine. And oh, we just on damage evaded by the Rangers. That is very nice. So yeah. What kind of unit do we want up here? Maybe let me know please if you know if land units can actually have a zone of control up on rivers. So in this case, a division here would be probably quite useful just to control this field and so on. And yeah, let's do it actually. So these guys here can yeah, and as I said, I think I want to bring Johnston over here, which is nice, but in this turn, let's just keep him here. It's what? No rail move. Okay, looking kinda nice here and acceptable. No, I don't want to weaken my position for nothing here. This is okay. Okay, so much about Kentucky, Tennessee. You saw a little bit of reorganization, yeah, reinforcements, new tech, so important stuff here, but we freed up kind of these troops. Maybe next turn we can destroy the, oh yeah, what? Let's take them actually back so we can use them to destroy these cavalry dudes over here next turn. And yeah, this is gonna be nice reinforcements here. Let's go to the other side of the Mississippi River, where we have this Van Dorn HQ and these brigades pushing up after the enemy went down a little south here. But they retreated and used these troops over here, which is fine for me. So Fort Davidson here, or actually take it to 1. It's, I think at strength 9, I'd rather do the tech upgrade than the reinforcement, especially if the enemy is not around, which is really nice. So we couldn't really encircle those guys, which is okay. Let's use these cavalry brigade here for some reconnaissance. Nice. Which, yeah, shows me that we can push up here, protect this crossing. And these guys, you can go to Poplar Bluff. Maybe we move Van Dorn slowly over New Madrid. And let's just have a look. Can we send them here in the swamps to take it from down here? I think so. Which will also... Okay. Yeah, this is good. So these guys move up here, get reinforced. And I think with these 2 brigades, if we upgrade them, we can kind of hold here a positioning, which is even not that important. So this is nice. And you guys go back to this forest position just for some ambushing or scouting here in the area, which is beautiful. Oh, I was talking about this. Apparently, if there's no unit, the zone of the control of the fields changes here, even though, yeah, I just surrounded them, which is nice. This cavalry division is hurt pretty badly. We need to reinforce it somewhere in this area. Waynesville is getting reinforcements for sure now. These dudes I could push up here in this river position, but actually also in this time I would rather reinforce them to tech 1. You guys need really a pause, so I'm gonna send you here to protect. Oh, I mean, like, pause. Actually, this is still okay, even though the enemy has small, weak units here that have supply problems in this area, so I'm happy to have them here. If they come, maybe they get ran into an ambush, or I think they won't destroy this division here, and if so, it's even at a good supply, you know. Yeah, absolutely. And it protects Mr. Price a bit. Yeah, let's use... What are we using these cavalrists for? This regiment can maybe protect the street in this area a bit. Whilst I think I need some more riders, cavalrists over here. Let's just have some reconnaissance. And makes me believe maybe it's a useful positioning in this area. I really, because I don't want them be easily flanked by those guys, so let's go here. If they want to take Osceola, no problem, go for it. So, which brings me to one of my favorite fronts of the last turns, these natives with General Wadey. Since, yeah, let's see if the Choctaw can cut off Lawrence. They do. They will be able to, wow. And I don't know why I'm not getting better reconnaissance here. Can we take Fort Riley as well with the creek? Oh my god. Yes. Beautiful. So definitely we are cutting off the Utah to the Union supply lines. This is amazing, actually. Or not. I don't know how many MPPs are those per turn, but for sure it's a nice one. And yeah, I'm happy to have them cut. So actually I wonder if I still need Mr. Wadey around here. I think so, just for if I want to keep on pushing, because here Fort Leavenworth seems to be also very, very interesting. So let's bring actually these Cherokee over here. I have no idea if there's anything in this area. I really doubt it, and it's absolutely worth nothing. So I'm just happy to retreat these dudes somewhere else. And let's bring him here. Shall I... Maybe they're quite useful over here to surround. Yeah, for some flank security. Do we have problems with partisans over here at all? Nope. Okay, nice. Shall we already risk going up to Fort Leavenworth? I think so. So, I don't know if the enemy can deploy troops here next in a round. Otherwise, I will be able to capture another fighting spirit objective here at the Missouri River, which is pretty nice, considering the enemy is at 73. Wow. While we are at 98% fighting spirit. Wow. I didn't even check for the last turns, but I feel like, let's have a quick look, that the bloodshed that the enemy started at the Potomac, just the destruction of the troops must have caused really, really big losses in the fighting spirit, which is nice to see. Yeah, and talking about also this, obviously the industry problem here with cutting off this line. So yeah, the enemy really has to think about what to do with, because there needs to be some protection for these way more important Californian, Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho supply lines. At the same time, coming now to Arizona, the enemy needs to think about what to do here. Since, yep, let's see. I think last time we read something that the Californians are going to use these kind of passes. So, and we have one HQ incoming. So we need to protect the west here a bit, which I'm going to do by bringing both these brigades down here. By reinforcing those guys and also by taking up these ones. Which leaves me also with those guys. Let's finish them off if we can. Oh, we can. Nice. And then let's move forward. We want to refresh, of course, these mountain divisions. This mountain division, not divisions. So let's take it here to supply 6. While the brigades slowly move up. And yeah. Let's see when we'll be able to catch up with the troops up here. I mean, I think I just keep this unit here. Maybe a 1-1 exchange. We have more time. They are more under pressure, so do the 1-1 exchange. Yep. But we stay here at the positioning, and yeah. They will know we are coming up, and so far we have one cavalry brigade and one HQ that won't stand the division and the brigade and 2 cavs. Yeah, and maybe at some point we will be able to also bring these guys up. We'll see. Okay. Cool. Which is kind of it, I think. And it's kind of, I'm having a short look at the MPP over here. I think we moved all our troops, reinforced or upgraded as much as I could. Yep. Looks very nice around here. So yeah, and this is like almost optimal, because at this time I didn't calculate. I just saw so many troops through where I didn't know if I'm gonna reinforce or upgrade the tech. But now we're left with 460 MPP, which is like really a perfect ending. Because let's go to research, and we're not gonna order any troops apparently this round. But we saw finishing in what was it? Experimental submarines. As well in logistics last turn. And even though logistics is a really beautiful one, especially because it's as you see here, what does it do? It increases the build limit of transports, action points of transport and armored trains increased, level of logistics tech is equal to the minimum supply distribution of HQs. This is like the main thing I want, but so far we don't have that big of a problem with this supply, and we are still in the strategic defense, so I find it okay not to push this hard at the moment, especially since we're not using any strategic transport or anything. So as I mentioned already in the 1861 recap video, we are going to invest 250 MPP, which we can, into cavalry equipment. We bought a lot of cavalry now, and we have plenty of them on the field, so I really don't want to fall back, even if this is very expensive. Let's do it. And late also, but yeah, let's do it. So we're back at 3000 MPP invested, this time in cavalry, which leaves us 211 MPP, which I'm happy to invest into France again, since where we had really 2 lucky hits in the last turns, one after another. But we have 1 chit free, and I'm going, since we're already at 42%, I'm gonna invest hard into France again. So yep. And I really think, I looked at the report once more. The enemy didn't invest anything into diplomacy in the last turns again. So either all of their chits are stuck somewhere else, or the enemy doesn't really see the threat that this is posing, since I feel like 2 or 3 turns ago we were at around 21%, now we're at 42, and we have 4 chits invested, so potentially 40% more. Even though the enemy can, I think, lower it by purchasing or like spending some MPP or fighting spirit, they can lower it again when we cross the 70%, but yeah. Never really planned to actively go for bringing in European power in. I find it quite difficult, I think, but let's say I'm not hyped, but I see there is a little bit of a chance that this might even happen to us with France, which would extend the war to Mexico as well, but we would come to that in another moment. So yeah, I think then we did everything we had to do. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let's just like have a last overview over the naval things. No, everything looks good, looks good. So now let's finish together. Okay, Navajo and Pueblo warriors clash in a skirmish west of the Canyon de Chelly, so something in the west. Gold rush begins to the Idaho territory following a discovery in the Boise Basin. Norfolk as always. Oh, and a lot of convoy blockades. Production technology breakthrough, very nice. Almost there at 94%. And that's it. We calculate. We get our MPPs, and yeah, it is for our what's wrong with me? That's it for this turn. Yeah, thanks for watching again. If you liked it, leave me a like and a subscription. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, happy to see you next time. Thanks, your Strategy Wolf.